Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Natural Harmony with Lorelei. Um, I think I'm about to challenge looking at the sky here, some rain that's going to fall out of the sky soon. But I still wanted to take my chances and have a talk with you about, first of all, to show you a little bit around still if I get the chance, if there's not too much rain coming down. And secondly, about the courage it takes to let things go, to say goodbye to things, to remove them from your daily life, from your life, and especially the courage it takes. I'm aware it takes more than courage as well, because I don't think you should blindly go into things like that. I had to let go of my marriage and another long relationship, quite some time before that. Right, so here I am on the other side of the screen. A little bit of a mixed area. It's forest and fields, lots of fields, and over there, maybe not so nice to show, but it's a brand new horse riding school. And I used to ride horses as well. I just love horses really, but they're not in my life at the moment. So we'll have to do with other things. And one of them is talking with you about this, about the courage it takes for letting things go and having to let things go from your life. But before that, it takes a lot of, I think, soul searching, a lot of, putting things in perspective before you are capable of letting things go and before you are convinced. Well, that was for me. Before I'm convinced I have to let things go, because sometimes your heart says, no, I want to hold on to things. And whether it's a marriage or whether it's a relationship or a friendship or work or whatever it is that yeah, that you try to hold on to sometimes against your better judgment. But it takes courage to let it go. That's what I'm saying, and I believe it does. And you have to put things into perspective as well, and calculate your risks and calculate the consequences a little bit. But what I also believe is that you have to take into consideration your needs. Your needs, not just the things that you like or fun things that you like, but really your needs are very important in the reason for to pick up courage to make a decision. And not always a nice thing to do, but many times I have experienced that once you make that decision, and once you make the decision to let go, that after a while you start to feel better, because it's apparently has been the right thing to do. And as I said, that could be relationships, can be anything that you still like a little bit but not sure. It's hard to let go. And I can say that saying goodbye to, well, for instance, my marriage, it kind of saved my life and my kids' life. Not in the case of life and death, but it saved my life to be able to live my life, because it can sneak in that your life has been taken over by other things, other persons, problems, characters, habits, and there comes a time that you have to say to yourself, this is not really me, this is not good for me, this is not healthy for me, this is not who I am at all, and this is not what I want for my life. And I think that's definitely one of the moments that you could pick up some courage and to say, I have to let things go. How hard, no matter how hard it is, it has to be done. And so you have to. Not saying it's easy, not at all, not at all. But once you make the decision, it kind of gives you energy. That was my experience, anyhow. I find the time before to make a decision, to do one thing or the other, is it's much harder than once you made the decision. Okay, there's other challenges that come in your way, definitely, but you can try to set boundaries for that. You can try to prepare yourself for it a little bit and set some boundaries, some ground rules for yourself. Uh, what to accept, what not to accept, what to go for, what not to go for anymore, and once again, what to let go and why you're letting it actually go. If you have that all figured out, then you're already very far on your way, I believe. Then you can get some energy from that. You might be a little bit lonely, maybe for a period of time, or confused, or overwhelmed. Of course, it's only human. I mean, if it wasn't, it wouldn't be so hard to let go. If it was not touching your heart, you wouldn't have a problem of letting things go. That's clear, I believe. And then some of your intuition pops up. And sometimes I believe, not sometimes, most of the time, I believe you have to listen to your intuition. That's what I do because your gut is telling you definitely something's up here, and I'm on the right track, and it's challenging, and I have a little bit nerves. Then you can say to yourself, it makes me nervous, but it's also nerves of excitement, probably, um, and a little bit nerves of, yeah, a lot of things are going to change if I make that decision. And so that's where courage again pops up. It's back to courage again, that makes you pursue and makes you actually finally make that decision to let go. That's what I believe. But then you start to make new moments happen, new work, new relationships, perhaps a new marriage. I don't know about that, but that's all. Everything's possible, and you have to take it from there. I hope you enjoy a little bit the nature. It's not that spectacular, I believe, but it's very nice and quiet and calm. No matter whether it's a beautiful scenery or if it's just, if you can call it plain forest, it still does something to you. It's the quietness. There was a lot of storm earlier on today, but that calmed down. And I think I'm lucky that the rain is not going to fall on my head here. I believe not. I don't know if you do that as well. Take your time to go in nature and find it out. That's one of the places I picked up courage as well, I must say. That's because the silence makes you, it's like a mirror, but then a physical mirror, and you can actually sit down and think about things, work them out without any distraction, and that's nice. That's nice. It's also a bit challenging because you are on your own and you have to deal with all on your own. But that's good, I believe. I think you learn from that. Just a confrontation with yourself, by yourself, it's a good thing. It means you have the courage to be vulnerable, to be a little bit vulnerable, and after that, once you decide to let go, or reasons why you want to let go, is perhaps also that you want to more to give and receive a little bit. Perhaps that is one of the things that you're missing out on in your life as well. Just the giving and the receiving of things in life. It's all a part of the letting go stuff that you have to work out for yourself. I believe a lot for yourself, because my experience too, if you talk with too many people about it, you get too many people saying something and too many people confusing your head. And I believe the trees here are beautiful. They're just standing here listening to you, but they don't confuse me. They give me strength. They give me, yeah, the serenity of the area is nice. And I hope you're looking for those places as well. If you are looking for a solution for something, and a solution, actually, I mean, the solution in this case, what I'm talking about is of letting go or letting it stay in your life. But whatever it is, I do wish that you find a lot of love, appreciation, and of course also self-love that you have to give to yourself, and have the faith that you are growing as a person once you learn to let things go, and learn to let things go more and more just in time, not at the right time, rather, not hanging into things for too long, more than is healthy for you. I think that's another kind of exercise you have to do for yourself. It's all growing as a person, I believe. And I really wish you well with that. I know I've had to do it a few times, and it gives confidence. It builds self-confidence as well, letting things go. It doesn't mean that everything will go smooth and nice and it's one big happy thing after you let things go, but things will change, and if you work on them, they will change for the better. So by this, I would like to wish you a nice day. Perhaps something to think about on this. I don't know where you live, and if it's autumn there as well. But I wish you a happy day, for a happy day. Think things through, and take care of yourself. Take really, really good care of yourself and your loved ones, and you'll be alright for a great part of your life. So, with that, but I didn't really want to sound so philosophical, but no, seriously, I do wish you well, and I do wish you strength and courage. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.